Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be bringing you a tutorial on how to twist during your flips. So it's important to know this is easier on trampoline, but it can transfer to ground or anything really, whatever you want to do. And this works for both front flips or back flips. The methods are pretty much the same. Now I'm going to be going through two ways of learning this today, but I think the most important thing is really just getting a feel for twisting while you're flipping, and then you can adjust your style after that. The only prerequisite skill that I think you need for this is probably a good layout flip. So that means, straight body while you're doing either the front or the back flip. I would also recommend that you have a foam pit or airbag or resi or something, so you don't need to be too worried about landing, and you can really just concern yourself with learning how to actually get the twist going. Alright, so the first method I'm going to be going over is the trampolining method, or tilt twisting, some people call it. This method is really good for looking clean, and you can come out of your twisting flip straight to link into other skills. This method worked pretty much by you being kind of tilted by dropping an arm. Just having one arm up and one down can make you twist while you flip, as I show you here. But it does work better if you can drop your arm sideways as you're starting to flip. Now, once you get a feel for that, the second arm can also come down once you're kind of half turned, and it'll speed you up even more. Once your arms create this twisting motion, you just got to hold your body tight. So, tense your abs, keep your feet together. It doesn't really matter what you do with your arms as long as they're pretty close to your body, and this will depend on your style or what sport you're trying to learn this twisting for. I'm just going to show you a quick edit of me doing stupid things with my hands to prove this point. I just need to clear my head. Once you want to stop spinning and land, raise your arms with the correct timing, spread your legs a little bit, and it'll help you stop spinning and just go back to being straight. You don't want to try and land while you're still spinning. You could cook your knees or your ankles. Now, the two most common mistakes I see when people try to learn this type of twisting is dropping their arm forwards and not sideways. So it's got to go in the sideways plane and not just dropping it forwards or backwards. And the second one is where your arm drops, your body starts to feel that twist, but then your hips and shoulders start resisting it because you're so used to doing backflips normally and straight, where you're trying to not twist as much as you can. So once you feel your arm giving you that momentum, just hold your body tight, don't try and wiggle your hips to stop yourself, and you'll be fine. This method of twisting is really good for trampolining, diving, or anything where you have quite a lot of time in the air. For flat ground tricks, like free running, tricking, all that kind of stuff, you don't have the amount of time that it needs to be able to do these big arm drops. So I'm going to show you method number 2, which I kind of call like the rip or the throw method. This is worse for going into other tricks as you throw yourself off balance, and you'll probably spin wonky if you keep doing other flips after that. You're just going to set up your arms like a normal flip, so above your head for a front flip or by your sides for a back flip. But then as you throw your arms like you would for a normal flip, throw them either over your shoulder for a back flip or towards a front hip for a front flip. Once you've thrown that momentum, bring your arms in and stay tight. Open up wide to slow your spin down for the landing, just like with the first method. Now this one sounds really simple, but it's kind of scary to throw yourself and really hard to get looking clean. I don't really have a lot of steps because this one takes practice, so this is where it's really important to have a safe landing because you're kind of just throwing yourself around with random directions. A good way to practice throwing yourself backwards and then over a shoulder is by doing Arabians, which is kind of like a backflip half turn, but is really more like a backwards takeoff front flip. Even easier is this Arabian crash dive, where you basically have no rotation, but you're still used to throwing backwards and twisting a little bit. So the common mistakes for this method is throwing your arms sideways too early before your feet have really left the trampoline or the ground. This will send you sideways as you take off and cut your flip's height. I hope that you learned something from this tutorial. That's pretty much all I got. Feel free to leave any questions in the comments or anything like that. And good luck out there and be safe.